Hey everybody, and welcome to the D&D podcast. Today, I have a story about an organization that me and my original group formed that carried on to my future groups with D&D. Now, it all started in the Tomb of Annihilation. Actually, it began in a one-shot we had during the Tomb of Annihilation, which was it was a little bit more futuristic than the tomb itself, but it was still very medieval. It was more like Skyrim than practically pure jungle. Now, we made these characters, and when we successfully completed the one-shot, we realized that we actually liked these characters. They were surprisingly well developed for a one-shot, and we weren't exactly ready to let them go. We had no future plans to use them or have any one-shots in the same era, so what we did was we created an organization called the League of Planeswalkers. Now, I know that a Planeswalker is something from Magic the Gathering, but I hope that doesn't cause too much confusion to what this is. Essentially, what we would do is we would put all of our Planeswalkers into limbo, and if ever we needed them, we would just say that how do I put this exactly? If there was ever something big enough for the League to interfere with, or to send one of their members in to solve a problem that would not be able to be solved otherwise, then the League would send a member or two of the Planeswalkers, and we would be able to play as one of our old characters again. Essentially, it was just an excuse to have all these different characters from all these different times and places to be able to come together, but stay kind of canonical, because by the end, I guess it really hasn't ended, but by the end of my first group, we were pretty big into Marvel at the time. I guess we still kind of are. But what we made was a canonical D&D universe that involved the Tomb of Annihilation, the Curse of Strahd, about 4 different one-shots, and Waterdeep Dragon Heist. It was all really fun to do also, and I probably wouldn't have had it any other way, because we had references to other games. There was even a book that we found when we went to Waterdeep. We were looking for a certain book as a part of a quest, and one of the books we did find was the biography of my character from the Tomb of Annihilation. I felt really happy finding that. And we found other references to we actually had one character from the Tomb of Annihilation that aged a lot more slowly than some others, being still alive, just fairly old. When we played Waterdeep, he kind of helped us at first, but then very quickly became a villain. And it was really fun to take down a character that we all hated during the Tomb. And it was really fun to do. But for this topic, the League of Planeswalkers was a very fun concept to have, especially if we wanted to have characters return from one shot to one shot, but keep it kind of canonical. And sometimes if we just didn't care, which was often the case, we would just put them in the Planeswalkers, level them up to level 20, and basically if there was ever a situation where we did not want the game to end here or like this, we could usually use the Planeswalker's excuse, like just a random portal opens and an arrow flies out, saving you at the last minute. We never actually have used that excuse yet, and I have rather killed off players than use that. But it always is good to have, just in case, like everyone is loving this game, and you don't want everyone to die right here and then, and that's the only way to save everyone, then it's always just good to have. So far in the league, I believe we have about 12 members. We have, off the top of my head, I know we have a Warforged monk named Zwingli. He deserves his own video. That man, well, he wasn't really a man, that machine he could probably take down 3 demigods at the same time. But he deserves his own video. Another member was Victor Thunderbringer, the half-elf druid. Yes, he was one of my characters, and I did get his name out of a name generator. He was the first person I ever had in a one-shot, and I loved him. He was really awesome. Then there was also the human rogue, Gondiogus Cliffgoat. I will never make a video about the Cliffgoat lineage, though I will probably mention them many times. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about them. I know that there were many others. Like I said, there were at least 12, but off the top of my head, those are the only ones I can think of at this time. And actually, one time, we did do a one-shot Christmas special where we unknowingly created the League of Planeswalkers, because, well, at the very end, they gained the ability to travel to any plane of existence pretty much at will. Because it was a Christmas one-shot, it involved Santa's sleigh. I'll probably make a video about that at a future date. And when they were going through it, they ended going through all these planes, they ended up in Limbo, where they were able to create the original League, which consisted of the 4 of them, which I think was hilarious that they accidentally did, because I had not meant for it to be a prequel to anything. I did originally have a place for it in the timeline. Well, actually, it was taking place outside of time, but I'll cover that in the Christmas one-shot video. Anyway, so one thing led to another, and that ended up being at the beginning of the timeline. It was a really fun one-shot, and that's how the League was discovered. Ever since then, they recruited powerful or potentially powerful new recruits from all over time and space itself. And I don't have too much else to say about the League, except that it's just really fun to have from a lore standpoint, even though it's completely homebrew lore. It's just nice to have. That's about all I have to say about the League of Planeswalkers, but until next time, give this video a like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. Till next time, roll well.